All right, I am here at Wicks End. Um, you know what? I would say this feels like a real farmhouse, not like, made for television farmhouse. It feels to me like whoever lived here definitely, or lives here, definitely does farming stuff. Um, so, got this big RV canopy here. Just kind of showing you the front. There's a fenced area in this zone. I get the impression there's stumps and all kinds of stuff there. I would almost think they had goats there. There are no goats there now. I also didn't run into the crazy dog. I suspect maybe wildlife, not wildlife, but horses or cows or something were in this area. They've got electric fence there. All kind of fruit trees in the front. I think the yard has a lot of potential. I see a lot of work. You are out in the country here. So this is definitely a country road. This is all paved, but again, I'm just trying to get you a good bird's eye view of what's here. I say goats in this area because I have a lot of friends that have goats, and this zone here looks like what they have, which is a little bit more wild, the stumps, because the goats like to jump up on the stumps. But I'm guessing they had all kinds of stuff, because there's this pendant area and then there's one in the back there, and I know it's a decent bit of property, so I think a good chunk of this is yours. And I kind of suspect that everybody out here probably has a similar situation, because I think all the lots are fairly big out in this area. So it's a really, really pretty setting. The siding on the house, we'll get a little closer to that. I would say the house is definitely in need of paint. The siding is wood product as best I can tell, and I'm not going to say it's in excellent condition. So that may be like a project thing. I don't remember the age of the house. I will tell you that it doesn't look like the roof is in bad shape, but I don't think it's a very new roof. I think it's maybe older than 10 years. Don't hold me to that. We can certainly get that information from the agent, but in looking at it, it doesn't have a ridgeline vent, and so they definitely have a digger. Doesn't have a ridgeline vent, so it just is a little older building practice. The barge boards coming down here don't have shingles on them. So again, overall, I would say exterior paint is probably the first thing that needs to be done. Trim and the body, and since it's wood product siding, having good paint on the house is super, super important. My goodness, it is a hot sunny day today. So, little trail here. I don't know if this is dogs or other animals, but definitely some wear-worn tracks. Again, you can see this area with the stumps. I'll continue with a lot of potential, but I will also say definitely a lot of work. I'm guessing with the hot wires that this was probably horses or bigger, but probably horses, ponies. And I'm going with, for sure, the whole house needs paint. The step coming out of the garage here is pretty high. I'd probably get a wood riser there. That would be a high step. Looks to me like the deck was in need of some replacement boards, because there's a lot of boards replaced here. Woodshed. And I think the kids would have the time of their lives out this way, because there's lots going on. Don't know if this is, a little paddock. So I'm going to go with thinking they had horses. This all looks in pretty decent shape. And it does sound like the hot wire is live, but I don't see any animals here right now, so I don't know if the animals are done. Propane tank, so we'll look for what items are managed with propane, and generally looking up the edge of the siding, we have a little bit of delamination, but it's really not in terrible shape. So I think if you got a good fresh coat of paint on it. Looks like somebody backed into this garage door, and I'm going with metal, so it's probably fine. It probably functions well, but again, showing areas that need to get paint on them probably sooner than later. Here on the covered front porch, the front porch actually looks in really decent shape. I would say that the boards here are, because it's covered, in good shape, and it looks recently painted. So we're going to enter onto laminate flooring. Okay, we just come right into stairs, and there's really not much you could do to make that different. I think just doing something on this wall here could make it more inviting. Could really have some fun with kind of the Joanna Gaines feel, and do some shiplap. Even if it was like old barnwood, that could be a really cool way to create an entry statement. Overall, I would just say the paint is ready. It's not particularly an amazing color. It is quite neutral, but there's nothing super exciting about it. Some old patch jobs that aren't textured right, and so on. So let's start to the right of the front door. Right away, I would say this carpet is past its useful life. I'm not seeing damage necessarily, but it is well worn, in particular in the traffic pattern. My guess is these may be plans for this house, which would be cool to have. Windows in this room look in good shape. The screen needs some love. That needs to be rescreened. So this may count as a bedroom because it has a door, a window, and a closet. So we'll do some bedroom counts. We have this coat closet, and it's not super, super deep, but here's your crawl space hatch. So it's deep. That could be a good, shoe and coat zone. Let's look to the left, and then we're going to come back to that door because I think that might go to the garage. So we've got that full, what could be a bedroom there they're using as an office, but we also have a 3/4 bath here, which makes it nice. If you make that a guest bedroom, then of course, your guests don't have to go anywhere else to shower. But this certainly will function as the, dinner guest. Oh, okay, this is just linens. I was thinking it was a garage entry spot. Okay. Oh, it's really quite a nice kitchen. It's not super fancy, but in really good shape. This is just a laminate countertop. Here's certainly where propane goes for the cooktop. Dishwasher is certainly a little older. Whirlpool oven, that's newer. Just a personal microwave there. Refrigerator, probably a pantry. Yeah, not a bad pantry whatsoever. It's pretty deep. So, on this floor, we don't have a big giant dining room. They have a 4 top here. I think if you turned the table and it ran this way, you could probably do a 6 top, but that would be about it if you're using this as a dining room. And given there is no other living space, because we have that bedroom up front, this is really your living area. It's spacious, but it is the only living area. And this is a true wood burning stove. You can see they have got some garbage in there. Not sure what they're doing with television. I see a coaxial there, but I also see this interesting antenna type thing. So, They've got a VCR and a DVD player. You know, farm people, they tend to kind of live a little more conservatively. So this is nice, big laundry room. That's just a freestanding bank of drawers. I think this could be done better. And this should be the garage. All right, nice garage. It's not normal size, it's a little taller. And we have 2 doors, and it's a little deeper, so that's nice. Over here we have the furnace. That's a Carrier brand, and these are both run off of the propane. I'm gonna go in both cases, they look older. In particular, the water heater looks pretty old. So I'd be budgeting for that. They keep cat litter out here, and it smells like it. So, telephone, and then I'm not sure, maybe this panel goes to an outbuilding, and then I would say that's the main panel for the house. But nice size garage, nice height. Certainly would ask for those shelves to stay behind. So the only thing about the garage I can tell you that I'm not loving is the smell of cat litter. Let's head upstairs. So reorientation, that's the front door, linen closet. This was that 3/4 bath, and then that's the main floor bedroom. I don't know, it just, when you come in, it feels so closed off, and I think you could really change that. I don't know if it's the railing here, doing something that distracts you from the fact that you're just coming right into this closet zone, doing something really cool on that wall. These probably had carpet on them at one point. I love this. This painted almost looks like shiplap. So, you know, that was starting to lend itself towards the old farmhouse feel. All right. So we have a landing. Big bedroom. Okay, so this is one of those dormers. This is a queen size bed. That headboard wall could fit a king. Seems maybe logical, unless you didn't mind putting a headboard under a window. There's an ensuite here. Very small. Rolled vinyl floor. Laminate countertops. Walk-in shower. This is a little fiberglass insert. And a very small closet. Surprisingly smaller than I would have even expected it to be. No really strong odors or anything like that in the house. And then this would be one of those other dormers we see from the outside. And then this room. Okay, so this is the true master. So that's the dormer. This is a king size bed. That was installed after the fact. It works pretty well. It feels nice and cool in here. This is laminate. So one closet filled to the brim. Probably linens. Yes, packed solid. Door on the toilet room. The walk-in closet also filled to the brim. Needs new carpet. That's not in great shape. So this was updated to some degree. We have tile on the floor, and then we have this big, huge walk-in shower. So it's a house that lives kind of small. So the layout, you know, that was probably the headboard wall before they decided to put that cooling unit there. They do have a king size bed and it fits, but I don't know. I might be tempted to just update the furnace, installing AC, take this out and patch the wall, put your headboard back here. And then we just have to bear in mind that we have one bedroom, while big, a very big bedroom up here. It's just one, and then the other bedroom is downstairs.